Cheers, everybody. Happy Wine Wednesday. Happy National Forget-Me-Not Day. And that's very fitting because not only is that a beautiful flower, but we have an awesome artist with a beautiful voice we are surely not going to forget anytime soon. You might know this guy from TikTok. Will Dempsey Music is the handle on TikTok. Went viral from a couple videos with his kids, and his music is just really awesome and really unique and just so cute, especially his song for his daughter. Without further ado, we got Will Dempsey here. How we doing?
Good. How y'all doing?
Good. Where are you at today, Will?
New Orleans, the 504.
Oh, snap. Okay, well, if there's anyone watching right now tuned in for Jam Happy Hour from the 504 in New Orleans, let us know in the comments. If you're over on the West Coast, it's not quite 5 o'clock, but it is happy hour here on Jam Happy Hour. So let us know where you're watching from. And if you're ready, Will, we can just take it away with the first one.
All right.
Of the 1-2-1-2-1.
This song's called Addicted.
Cheers.
There's so much I want to say, but the words just float away with the wind. Lord knows I wish you'd stay, but in the morning you'll be gone again. So I lie awake, afraid of the rising sun. I don't wanna face that shame when the daylight comes. 'Cause you're that habit I can't break, that thing I can't get off my brain. And ever since I got a taste, well, I ain't never been the same. I'm conflicted, I'm a mess. Girl, you got me torn in two. It's like morphine in my veins, the only thing that kills the pain. When the whiskey doesn't work, you're my shot of Novocaine. I'm addicted, I confess, and girl, my favorite drug is you. And I don't know why I always chase this high with you. Yeah, I'd stop it if I could, 'cause I know you ain't no good for me. But then I find myself calling you over again. Father, help me, 'cause I know I'm about to sin. You're that habit I can't break, that thing I can't get off my brain. And ever since I got a taste, well, I ain't never been the same. I'm conflicted, I'm a mess. Girl, you got me torn in two. And it's like morphine in my veins, the only thing that kills the pain. When the whiskey doesn't work, you're my shot of Novocaine. I'm addicted, I confess. Girl, my favorite drug is you. And it don't matter my conviction, I'm a slave to this addiction. The only cure for this affliction is a little bit of friction. Hey, come on, girl. You're that habit I can't break, that thing I can't get off my brain. And ever since I got a taste, well, I ain't never been the same. I'm conflicted, I'm a mess. Girl, my favorite drug is you. Yeah, I'm addicted, I confess. Girl, my favorite drug is you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Will Dempsey, everybody. Thank you if you're tuned in for today's Jam Happy Hour. We're featuring Will, and that was the first of many songs you're going to hear today. That was Addicted. And you wrote that this year, right?
Yeah, yeah, earlier this year I wrote that song. That's
Okay.
probably the most recent one that I've put out on social media.
And yeah, you put it out this summer. So, like, how has that been, just like the creation and then the output during the pandemic versus like before? I know it's a little bit new for you with like all the stuff that's happened with TikTok, but like just for you personally with your creative process, like how has it kind of changed?
Um, my creative process really hasn't changed much. I mean, I usually write by myself, so quarantine, I guess, kind of helped because I had to stay home a lot more, so I was able to spend more time writing and stuff like that. But as far as that song, it's got a pretty good reaction. It's a little bit different than a lot of the other songs I write. So a lot of times when I play it live, a lot of people say that was their favorite one.
Yeah, it's, I mean, the acoustics and your voice, it's all really balanced, and the lyrics are awesome. And I think everyone can like relate to what you're saying in some
Yeah,
way.
yeah. I
Which,
mean, that's kind of what love is. It's like a drug, and when you don't have it anymore, it's like you go through withdrawals.
oh,
That's kind of like the idea I had for the song.
yeah. And what is your wife's name?
Tiffany.
Okay, so shout out to Tiffany, which is the drug of choice for Will. Um, wherever you're at, is she watching right now?
I think she said she was gonna watch, so she might be bathing my kids right now, but who knows?
Well, if you're watching in the future, Tiffany, whenever that may be, cheers to you. Cheers to Will. Cheers to everyone watching. It looks like when we asked people to say where they were tuned in from, it looks like we have Pat who said they're tuned in from Baton Rouge. Shout out to
Oh, cool.
Pat.
Baton Rouge. That's where I went to school. LSU. Go Tigers.
Okay, so when you went to LSU, were you big into music and creation, or were you kind of finding your unique
Yeah,
style at that point?
I was writing songs when I was in college, but I was too afraid to sing in front of anybody. Um, that was probably the hardest thing for me to get over is the stage fright thing.
Yeah.
But I'm still not over it completely. But I'm much better than I was.
Yeah, that's like me until I'm like a few glasses of wine in, and
Yeah,
my friends are like, karaoke? And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. I can do it.
that
Yep.
definitely helps. But there's a fine line right there because if you cross the line and you get too far gone,
Oh,
you.
that's what I always say. I'm like, it has to be the perfect balance at karaoke night,
Yep.
because you can't go up and sound really good, because then everyone's like, okay, cool.
Right.
Now I don't want to go up there. But then you can't go up to where people's ears start bleeding. So
Yeah.
you
You.
gotta be like a little shitty.
Yeah. You think you sound great, but everybody else is like, "What the hell is this person
Yeah.
doing up here?"
Oh boy. Or just everyone has to be at the same level of tipsy to where
Right.
no one
That always
notices.
helps too.
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
Ooh, my go-to karaoke song.
Tells a lot about a person.
Yeah. Probably "Friends in Low Places" by Garth Brooks.
Yep, that's a good one.
Love to sing that one.
Respect, yeah.
And then everybody else likes that one too, so everybody gets into it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I alternate between Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus. And I just saw her in September. She was here in Napa at the Bottle Rock Music Festival, and she put on such an awesome show. If anyone was at Bottle Rock, say so in the comments. If you saw Miley, I'm sure you'll agree, because she pretty much switched between like 20, I want to say like 20 different songs through her set, because
Oh
she would do
wow.
like a few minutes, and it wasn't, when sometimes artists, they'll like just do so many little snippets of songs that it's like overwhelming almost, and it just doesn't flow naturally. She just did it so well, and like did old stuff from like Disney days, and then did some like just random covers, and just so awesome. I love that woman. She's
So she did like a mashup.
kind of, yeah. She would just like do a little bit of a song and then tell a little story and then just go right
Oh,
into
okay.
another, or she would kind of do mashups. It was really awesome.
Yeah.
And Okay, so you just had some performances in Michigan, right?
Yeah, I just had a performance in Michigan actually this past Sunday.
Okay.
That
Okay,
was
how'd
pretty
that
cool.
go?
We we opened up for Low Cash.
What?
Um, yep. Yeah, it was pretty cool. They're the biggest band I ever opened up for, but it was awesome. That was
So,
the furthest I ever traveled to play music too.
yeah, wow. This might be a dumb question. I've never been to Michigan, but was it really cold?
It actually wasn't, and
What?
everybody there was like, "It's not usually like this." It was actually in the 50s, I think, and it wasn't even really that cold. I came back
Wow.
home and I think it was a little bit colder, which is really strange.
Oh my goodness. Now, was this like an outdoor event? Like, how was it
No, it was
performing?
inside. It was inside the Michigan Theater in Jackson, Michigan.
Okay.
It was a really nice theater. I think it was built in the 1930s, so like all the
Mm.
ceiling had a whole bunch of designs on it,
Oh,
and
nice.
and it sounded really good in there.
Oh, it's probably haunted too. That's awesome.
I think that somebody actually said that the
Really?
theater is haunted. Yeah.
I love that. I love it.
Yep. I didn't see any ghosts though.
Well, next time.
Yep. Hopefully.
I know Louisiana, like New Orleans. I mean, I've watched a whole bunch of paranormal shows,
Yeah.
and yeah, a lot of history there.
Yeah. There's a lot of ghost tours here. I've never went on one though.
What? Oh
Yep.
my gosh. Okay, well, I'll make you a deal. So if you come to Napa, all of us at Jam Cellars will we'll pour the wine heavy as we usually do, and we'll give you a nice tour of the town. But then if we make our way over there, we got to go do a ghost tour together.
I'm in. I'm
All
not
right.
afraid to do it. I just haven't done it. So let's go.
All right. Let's see. Julianne. Hey, Julianne. Oh, I didn't know you're from Michigan. She's from the Mitten State. I guess that's what they call themselves because
Oh,
it's
cool.
cold.
Yep. I do hear it gets pretty cold over there.
Well, man, you lucked out.
I did.
All right. So, Will, as we were talking about earlier, the 1-2, 1-2-1.
Okay.
You ready for the first
Yep.
part one,
Mm-hmm.
two-part? Okay, cool. All right. So, we're going to do a couple songs back to back, everybody. This is Will Dempsey. Make sure that you check out his music at the links that we're posting over the course of today. We might have some info in the new year coming from Will's social media about things that are going to be coming up. So make sure that you keep your eyes peeled, and everything in terms of his socials and where to find his music, it's going to be linked throughout today's show. And if you need to restock your supply of wine, can't believe it's already the 10th of November. What the heck? If you need to restock before the holidays, as I know I do, then head on over to jamcellars.com/buy. And there's a variety of ways you can access our wine and our products and find them nearest you or get them shipped directly to you. So, anyways, without further ado, you ready, Will?
Yep. Let's go.
All right. Cheers.
So this next song is called Moments in the Memories, and it's sort of about learning to live in the moment. You know, as I got older and started having kids and seeing how fast they grow, you kind of you want to slow life down, and that's sort of what this song's about, just learning to be present and live in the moment. Salt air sea breeze, grandpa's lap when I was 5 years old, watching that cork disappear. First time you held a fishing pole, and that front porch goodnight, first kiss high that you pray would never end. And the whole way home, all you could think about was going back to do it again. Like the wind on your hand out the window, it's crazy how fast the years go. And sometimes we let tomorrow steal a day. But then you find those moments you live for, give anything for just a minute more. I wish time would take its time turning these moments into memories. Something borrowed, something blue. Somehow I looked up and landed you, holding back the tears as you walked down the aisle. that day you came running up to me, 2 lines on that EPT. My whole world changed when I saw that little smile. Like the wind on your hand out the window. It's crazy how fast the years go. And sometimes we let tomorrow steal the day. But then you find those moments you live for. Give anything for just a minute more. I wish time would take its time, turning these moments into memories. Yeah, I wanna know right now how good I got it. I don't wanna wait until it's gone. Like the little feet running down the halls, favorite memories filling those walls. Sunday sunrise coffee, just you and me. And it's a please daddy can you sing to me, and lay right here until I fall asleep. I wish time would take its time, turning these moments into memories. Moments into memories. Yeah, yeah. Moments into memories. Oh. All right, and this next song is called Takes Me Back. And this one's sort of about, you know, whenever you get your heart broken, it's never the fights and the bad parts of the relationship that you remember. It's always the good parts that you just can't get out of your head. So I wrote a song about that. It's called Takes Me Back. It's too close to midnight to be thinking of you. I said I'd be alright, but we both know the truth. And I've been around to every bar in this town, doing anything to stay away. Cause when I lay my head down, well, it takes me back between you and those silk white sheets, feeling your skin beneath, pressed into mine. We stay tangled up so tight, and nothing but candlelight. The things that I felt that night were burned in my mind. So I just keep hoping for some kind of sign that might make you realize that you should be mine. Cause it's been so long since I felt your touch. If only I'd known that I'd miss it this much, well, I would have stayed right there, hands running through your hair. We didn't have nowhere we had to be, and I still taste that sweet red wine when you put those lips on mine. If I could turn back time, I'd never leave. It wasn't meant to be. At least that's what you said. But if that's true, why can't you find your way out of my head? Whoa. 'Cause girl, I just can't forget about all those plans we said. My heart ain't ready yet to see the truth. I still want that front porch swing to slip on your diamond ring. And girl, I'd give anything to grow old with you.
Woo!
Thank
you. Will Dempsey, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Jam Happy Hour. Happy 10th of November. Can't believe we are already here, and hope everyone's getting through this daylight savings. Well, no, we're not saving daylight. I guess we're losing it. Daylight losing time? I don't know. Hope everyone's adjusting properly.
It never made sense to me either. So.
You know, in Arizona, they don't even. I don't know.
I know, right? How
Can
come
you,
they don't
like-
have to follow the rules?
Yeah, like, do they just sign a petition and then they're like, no,
Yeah.
not gonna do it?
I'm just gonna not follow the rules.
Like, if you just don't do it, the 2 times that you do it, move forward and move backwards every year, then you're not having to deal with it.
Right.
It makes more sense.
It does to me too.
Man.
Just keep it
All
the
right.
same.
If you're watching and you're from Arizona, you're lucky. Okay? These bags under my eyes, man.
Tell us how to do it.
Exactly. Do we need to do like a GoFundMe? Let us know. We'll
Yeah.
do it. So what time is it over where you're at in New Orleans?
Almost 6:30.
6:30. Okay. So you're well past the happy hour over there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's happy hour, and whenever you want it to be. I
Yeah.
guess.
During Jam Happy Hour, doesn't
Yep.
matter the time zone.
Exactly.
As long as you're watching, it's happy hour. Okay, so that last song, it is so universal for people because, like, no matter if it's a like romantic relationship or like if you go through a breakup with a friendship,
Yeah.
anything really, moving away from a place, like, no matter how bad it was, it's like when you finally have that disconnect and you have to move on and you have the clean slate and all this free time or a new perspective that you aren't used to, it's like all you can do is like reflect on the positive memories because you're just sucked through that emotional sort of
Exactly.
black hole of memories and ideas, and especially with a relationship, like, what would I be doing right now in all this free time that I have? And you just think like what you'd be doing during the happy times of that
Yeah,
relationship.
exactly. You don't remember the fights or the reason you broke up. It's your brain always just goes to the good stuff.
Yeah, it's
And
crazy.
you just miss it.
Yeah, I mean, I cannot express like how grateful I am for music because going through any like emotional thing that I've gone through in my life, just being able to listen to not only the same sort of message that I want to like talk to someone about, when sometimes you can't talk to someone about that, but also just knowing you're not the only one going through it.
Right.
And someone is out there putting it on display for all these people. And so it's so helpful.
Yeah, you can feel when a song has a lot of emotion in it and it translates to everybody,
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like a language.
Now, for you, like, do you usually opt for writing sad songs? Like, when you're going through hard stuff, is it more of a flow of ideas and like trying to just
Absolutely.
pen and paper? Yeah.
It's much easier to write a song that has a lot of emotion in it and that you actually feel than it is to like come up with a fun, happy song that actually is good.
Yeah.
And for me anyway, like I write songs much better when they have meaning to me. So most of my songs do.
Yeah. And oh my gosh, I'm going to go back to talking about your daughter. So Isabella, like in the TikTok video, like that's another example, even though it's such a happy song and it's like it's dedicated to her, like it's tied in with emotion and
Yeah.
there's investment in the lyrics. So I'm sure that made it a lot just easier for it to flow from the heart for
Right.
you. But
Definitely.
oh, such a cute video. If you guys haven't seen it, you have to go check it out. It is adorable. And the video with your son, the two of you with your guitars. Oh my God. Oh my
Yep,
God.
that's the one that started it all.
No. Okay. So how old are the your two kids?
One's 8 and one is 5.
Oh man. So kindergarten age.
Yep.
Oh boy. Okay. And actually going to school now, or is it still at home?
Yep. Going to school now. This is his
Awesome.
first year, my son's first year of kindergarten.
Because that's such an important year to go to school.
Yeah.
And,
And
like,
he's pretty outgoing, so he's doing well. That he's a second child, so he's like, all right, see you later.
all the kids like, oh my gosh, I saw you on TikTok.
Oh no, TikTok. They saw that to my daughter. Yeah, she has all kind of friends at school. Is like, is your dad famous?
That's so funny. She's like, well, I kind of am too.
Yeah, right.
I'm the reason.
But she doesn't like the spotlight. She's pretty shy though.
What's her zodiac sign?
She's February, so
February what?
February 2nd.
Okay, so she's Aquarius. Yes, Aquarius.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
she's like a little more soft spoken at times, but she has a
Yes.
lot going on in her mind. Like
Oh yeah.
she's ahead of her time, pretty much.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. She's really smart and yeah, she's pretty shy.
Love that.
Yep.
Well, shout out to you, Isabella, if you're watching.
I'm sure she is.
All right, so now we've got the 1 and the 2 of the 1 2 1 2 1 down.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know what the heck I'm talking about when I'm saying the 1 2 1 2 1, it's just the order we're doing this set list today. But for the 4th song, you want to just do the one song and then we'll chat a little more after.
Let's do it.
All right. Cheers. Will Dempsey, everyone.
So this song's not actually my song. It's a cover song. It's called Hurricane by Band of Heathens, but it's a very New Orleans song, so I like it. It's one of my favorite songs to cover. Miles on the Gulf Stream, I hear the south wind moan. Bridges getting lower, the shrimp boat's coming home. The old man down in the quarter, he slowly turns his head, takes a sip from his whiskey bottle, and this is what he said. Well, I was born in the rain on a Pontchartrain underneath the Louisiana moon. I don't mind the strain of a hurricane, they come around every June. The high black water, devil's daughter, she's hard, she's cold, and she's mean. But nobody taught her it takes a lot of water to wash away New Orleans. Chicago, he gonna set that levee right. He said, me's to be at least 3 feet higher. It won't make it through the night. But the old man down in the quarter, he said, don't you listen to that boy. The water be down by the morning, and he'll be back to Illinois. Well, I was born in the rain on a Poncha train underneath the Louisiana moon. I don't mind the strain of a hurricane, they come around every June. The high black water, devil's daughter, she's hard, she's cold, and she's mean. But nobody taught her it takes a lot of water to wash away New Orleans. 30 miles on the Gulf Stream, I hear the south wind moan. Bridge is getting lower, the shrimp boat's coming home. The old man down in the quarter, he slowly turns his head, takes a sip from his whiskey bottle, and this is what he said. Well, I was born in the rain on a Poncha train underneath the Louisiana moon. I don't mind the strain of a hurricane, they come around every June. The high black water, devil's daughter, she's hard, she's cold, and she's mean. Nobody taught her it takes a lot of water to wash away New Orleans. Well, I was born in the rain on a Poncha train underneath the Louisiana moon. I don't mind the strain of a hurricane, they come around every June. The high black water, devil's daughter, she's hard, she's cold, and she's mean. But nobody taught her it takes a lot of water to wash away New Orleans. Nobody taught her it takes a lot of water to wash away New Orleans.
Woo-hoo!
Thank you.
Thank you. Will Dempsey, everybody. So if you're tuned in and just joined us, we got Will Dempsey here. We've been linking where to find all of his music. If you're new to his awesome sound and his awesome style of music, then definitely check him out at everything we're linking throughout today's show. That was a Band of Heathens cover. I think they put that out like a decade ago, just about.
Yeah, it's a pretty old song, but first time I heard it was a couple years ago. And I could have sworn these guys were from New Orleans, but because they talk about shrimp boats and that's some pretty New Orleans stuff. But nope, they're from Austin, Texas, I think.
Well, a man walks into a bar, and this man orders a Corona and a couple of Hurricanes. And the bartender says, "All right, that'll be 2020. Thank you.
Yep.
Yep, pretty much. Hope everyone at home, all jokes aside, hope everyone's doing all right wherever you're at. Thank goodness. My God. Thank God for music. Thank God for
Yeah.
wine. That's all I have to say. Like, that's what's gotten me through. And thank you, Will.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, you got it. So tell me a few fun facts about the New Orleans area that people that don't live there, like maybe want to visit at some point, should know, or just things that people don't know. Maybe not fun.
I think a lot of people go to Bourbon Street when they come down here. And I guess that's the fun thing to do, but there are so many other fun places to go in New Orleans that that you miss out on if you just stay down there. There's a lot of places uptown, and a lot of people go to see the history and everything, and there's definitely a lot of that. And of course, there's all the ghost tours that you were talking about earlier. And but the thing about New Orleans is most of the time there's the things to do involve drinking and music. So it's perfect for this show right here.
Yeah. I love it. I've never been, but I remember hearing people say, like, for Mardi Gras, because I was planning a trip, possibly. We were doing like a tentative game plan a couple years back, and I was asking people who had lived there at one point or had been there about Mardi Gras, because you hear all the stories, and so I wanted to like just go in and know exactly what to do and like have everything planned out. And someone told me that like the bathrooms, like the lines are insane to get into
Right.
bars first and
Yep.
foremost, but then like you can't, even if you're waiting in line to get into the bar, unless you're in the bar, you can't use the bathroom. And someone was like, you can buy a wristband from like a church for $5. And then
really?
you have access to the church bathroom. And I was like, wait, what? And yeah, they said like, it's like a little hidden trick.
I didn't even know about this trick. You're
So-
telling me something new.
So yeah, next time Mardi Gras rolls around, which is what, in 4 months?
Yeah,
3
it's
months?
usually around February or March.
Yeah. So
I mean, that is something that's pretty cool about New Orleans. We're the only ones who get a week off to party. So, but us, usually we'll go somewhere else for Mardi Gras. When I was
Yeah.
younger, we used to go to parades all the time. But now that I'm older, I just like to go somewhere else. There's a lot of people that come down. But if you haven't ever been, it's definitely something to experience.
do you think for someone's first time visiting New Orleans, they should go for a different weekend though and like get themselves familiarized with the area and then do Mardi Gras the next time?
I guess it depends on what you're into. Like, if you're going down to party, Mardi Gras is the perfect
Yeah.
time. I mean, if you're coming to see the area, don't come during Mardi Gras
Yeah.
because you won't be able to get anywhere.
Right. Okay. Well, there you go, folks.
Yep,
Thanks, Will.
no problem.
Our artist of the day and concierge tour guide. I love it.
Yep, 2 things in one.
All right. So let's do a couple songs back to back. What do you say?
Let's do it.
All right. Cheers.
So this next song is probably, if you've ever heard of me, this is probably the song that you know. This is the song that I wrote for my daughter. It's called Best Parts of Me.
Well, I can still remember the first time I saw those brown eyes staring into mine. It was in that moment I felt a love I never knew I would find. It's like God took my heart right out of my chest and wrapped it all up in a little pink dress and painted the most beautiful smile in the world and topped it all off with brown hair and curls. The day he made my baby girl. It's like the best parts of me were given to you, and I hope that all of your dreams come true. And as time goes by, I want you to know that I'll be with you wherever you go. And you'll always be my baby girl. She's as sweet as a syrup she dripped on her dress. Won't leave the house if her hair is a mess. And you should see her dancing when she thinks she's alone, or the snaps she sends me from her mom's phone. And I've made so many mistakes in my life At least I did one thing right, my baby girl. Because the best parts of me are given to you, and I hope that all of your dreams come true. And as time goes by, I want you to know that I'll be with you wherever you go, and you'll always be my baby girl. And there'll be some hard times you'll face in this life, but just say the word and I'm by your side. And all those band-aids and heartbreaks and days that go wrong, you'll never face them alone. Because those best parts of me will never leave you, wherever you go, whatever you do. And if there comes a time when I'm not around, you know where I'll be found, my baby girl, my baby girl, my baby girl. Oh,
That song, when I wrote it, I thought it would just be a little song from me and her. And it turned into something so much bigger. It's probably the reason I'm on this show right now. It's had over 3 million streams, and it just keeps getting bigger, and I'm so thankful for it. This next one, last year, a friend of mine passed away, and not only was she a good friend, she was a big supporter of my music, and she came to every one of my shows. So when she passed away, I just felt like I owed something. I just wanted to do something good for her, so I wrote this song for her. It's called Beat You There.
I don't know why God always takes the good ones first. And man, I've tried to be strong and carry on, but damn, this hurts. And I just wish that I could talk to you again somehow, some way, even if it's for a moment, so I can hear you say, don't cry for me, I'm alright, I'm better than you know. And this life can be a shorter ride, so don't waste it on sorrow. And just hold on to those moments and the memories we shared. We're both headed for the same place anyway. I just beat you there. I know they say just give it a little time, you'll be okay. Well, that might be true, but it don't really help me today. And we ain't supposed to question the man upstairs, but there's just so much I don't understand. It just don't seem fair. Don't cry for me, I'm alright, I'm better than you know. And this life can be So don't waste it on sorrow, and just hold on to those moments and the memories we share. We're both headed for the same place anyway. I just beat you there. And as each day goes by, I get a little bit stronger. But that don't stop me from wishing you were here a little bit longer. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So I'm gonna smile when I think of you, like I know you'd want me to. 'Cause I know you're watching over me and everything I do, and all those things I never got to say, and I'll send them with this prayer. Then look up, wipe my tears, and raise my beer, and I'll see you there. Oh, and I'll see you there. Whoa, whoa.
Cheers. Thank you. That was beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Cheers to everyone watching. I know the past 2 years have been really hard for everyone. And so I know that song, I'm sure, resonates for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I would love to pay tribute to your friend, Audrey.
Thank you.
I know you guys grew up together and you knew each other since way back when. So I
Yep.
know that tie, having that break in that way is really hard.
Yeah.
But I'm sure she's watching right now. Just
Yep,
we
I'm
can't
sure
see
she is.
her. So
Yep.
with that being said, for everyone that's watching right now, myself included, we all have people we've lost in one way or another that we wish we could talk to and get advice from and watch us grow, see them grow. But cheers to all of you, because they're there. We just can't
Yep.
see them.
Yep. See him again one day.
But like that's another reason, like music is so awesome. You know, I've lost people in my life, and sometimes you should probably talk to someone, but you don't. You can't. You're numb, or you want to just shut down. And a lot of times when I've found myself in those places, it's like all I want is to just put on headphones and just shut out and exercise. But I listen to music, like no matter what, whether I'm like just on a cleaning rampage in my house, just trying to like blow off steam, I'm listening to music. If I'm just like crying with a pint of Ben and Jerry's and a full bottle of wine that I'm drinking out of the bottle, I'm listening to music. It's such a friend in times of need. And
Yeah, it's crazy how therapeutic music can be. Especially I think that's what got me into songwriting, because just being able to like put your emotions into it and get them out on paper, it just helps you process it and get through it, basically.
So how has it been like processing millions of people, knowing they're like, or millions of people that have just sat there and like watched your videos that went viral? Like what?
I still can't process it. I mean, that's unbelievable to me. I mean, that many people have seen that video and heard that song that I wrote for my daughter. Like I never in a million years imagined that it would do what it did. I mean, when I wrote it, I was just expecting it to be something for her, you know? Like I just wanted to do that for her. And then I put it out on Spotify and YouTube and stuff, and it just blew up. So it's pretty cool to see, you know?
Yeah. And then freaking Dana White, none other than reposting.
Yeah, that
What
was the
happened
craziest
there?
part, because I've been such a big UFC fan forever. Like I would watch all the UFC fights, and so I'm just in my kitchen one night after, I mean, the video had probably been out for maybe a month or so. And then I see people keep continuing to comment about Dana White, and I looked, and I'm like, what does this have to do with Dana White? And I looked on his page, and I see my face on it, and I'm
so
like,
weird.
what the hell just happened? So I'm like trying to process this, and like, so I send him a DM and thank him, and then the craziest part about it is he DMs me back, and like we're having a conversation in my
You're
inbox.
Like, pinch me.
Yeah,
Pinch me.
seriously. And then I got Mario Lopez commenting on it, and then even Channing Tatum reshared the video on his
did
story.
not tell me
I
this
forgot about that. Sorry.
Dang
He
it,
reshared
Will.
it on his story, and then I messaged him and talked to him for a little bit too. Well, as soon as Channing Tatum came on, my wife's like, "What?
Yeah.
Who did it?" I'm like, "Don't get so excited. You know, calm down over there." but
What
no,
did he
like
say?
who Channing Tatum?
Yeah.
Well, when he reposted it, I think he wrote, because he reposted what Dana had posted, and he's like, I think on his story he said, "Damn, got me too, bro." And then I messaged him and it's like, "Thank you for posting it." And he's like, I think he said something like, "No problem, little homie, keep doing what you're doing." That's what he
Oh
told me.
my gosh, that sounds like, yep.
Yep, that's exactly
That's
like him.
awesome. Wow.
And then so after all that, I kind of stayed in contact with Dana because he's the one who reached out to the Today Show and got me a performance on the Today Show. He reached out to Mario Lopez and got me an interview there.
Yeah.
And then he invited me to a UFC fight. And it was during COVID, and it was when they were at the Apex, so it was only invite only for those fights. Like, you couldn't get tickets to them. So he invited me there. He put me up in this amazing suite that I had never been in anything that nice in my life. And I'm sitting next to Mario Lopez at the fight, and he's like showing me how this guy got choked out, and he's put me in a headlock and everything. And as I'm doing that, I'm just thinking, man, life is just wild.
Yeah.
Like 2 months ago, I would have never imagined anything like this happening, and here I am in Vegas next to Mario Lopez at a UFC fight.
Okay, so did you find out what his skincare regimen is, and are his dimples as cute as they are on TV?
Okay, he's got dimples. I'm not gonna say if they're cute or not because I'm not gonna go that way. But anyway,
That's a yes. That's a yes.
but that's the one
Sorry.
question I regret asking him. I didn't ask him how he stays looking so young.
Man.
Yep,
Well,
I missed
Mario,
my chance.
if you ever watch this, please drop in the comments. We need to know how you stay so youthful. It's
Right.
crazy. Okay, so, well, thank you for that story. That's,
no
I mean, those moments where you almost feel like in a movie where someone's like, whoa, what's happening? And it like zooms out from their perspective in a room.
Right.
It's, those moments are just, you try and just soak it in the moment as
Yep.
much as possible.
That's exactly what I was trying to do. It was just I couldn't believe what was going on.
So crazy. That's so cool. So the last song you're doing today, you and Tiffany, you and your wife self-directed the video for, right?
Yep, Mississippi Mud. We actually found a spot not too far from my house because I live right next to the Mississippi River. So it's behind the levee, which is, if you don't know what a levee is, it's like a big hill that keeps the river from flooding everybody. Anyway, we found a spot back there, and we set up everything really early in the morning. And I mean, we were probably back there for about 8 hours just shooting all kind of footage. And it was a pretty cool process because these tugboats are passing, and they're probably like, what the hell are these people doing? Like, you got guitars back here and drum sets and stuff, but it all came out really good. And after that, I took it and I edited it myself, and it was fun to do, and I love how it came out, but man, it took so long. And now I see why people pay people to do stuff like that, because it's very time consuming.
Yeah. Man, it turned out awesome.
Yeah, thank you. I did a lot of research on like camera work and stuff like that, and color grading, and it was a huge learning process for me.
Yeah. Now, are you gonna probably do that kind of thing in the future, or do you think you're gonna hire someone?
At least for one or two more songs, because
Yeah.
I kind of have an idea of how I want them to be portrayed in the video, so I'm gonna do those myself probably. But I don't know. I can't do it forever, that's for sure, because it just takes so much time away.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like it's definitely worth it because you get everything exactly the way that you want it to be,
Yeah, definitely.
start to finish. Cool.
Yep.
Well, if you're watching out there, definitely check out the video if you haven't seen it already. It's going to be linked. I think it's on YouTube for sure, but I don't know if it's also available to like click through your site. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's on my website too. It's on my
Okay.
website. It's on Instagram, YouTube. It's pretty much everywhere.
Awesome. So all the links today, just check them all out. Just click follow on everything that we've
Yep.
been posting related to Will and the Will Dempsey music. And again, if you need any wine before the holidays, you know where to find us. If you don't, links in the comments. And without further ado, we're going to take it away with the final song for today's Jam Happy Hour featuring Will Dempsey, everybody. Thank you so much, Will.
Thank you.
Cheers.
This song's called Mississippi Mud.
Left his home in Louisiana, headed for Nashville, Tennessee, where he plays in the bars and prays to the stars to find his melody. He spends all those nights under the neon lights trying to chase a dream, where he tries to be heard singing someone else's words, but there's more to him than what it seems. See, he's always been pretty good with a pen, and he wears his heart on his sleeve. So put him under the lights with a pick and a mic, and he'll make you believe. 'Cause he ain't no cowboy, no, he don't try to play the part. He's just a southern boy who likes making noise, and he sings straight from his heart. He was raised on the mud from the Mississippi floods. Yeah, he's usually a simple man, but you'll know his name. He'll make you feel his pain with a six string in his hand. He was always told he was chasing fool's gold. You'll never make it anyway. And even though he tried, the passion inside just wouldn't go away. So I guess you could blame that rhythm in his veins. It was too hard to ignore, and he's known all along right where he belongs, and he can't fight it anymore. 'Cause he ain't no cowboy, no, he don't try to play the part. He's just a southern boy who likes making noise, and he sings straight from his heart. He was raised on the mud from the Mississippi floods. Yeah, he's usually a simple man, but you'll know his name. He'll make you feel his pain with a six string in his hand. No, he ain't here to claim the money or the fame. Yeah, he's got a much bigger goal, to take his love and his hurt and pour it in a verse that you feel deep in your soul. No, he ain't no cowboy, but he won't apologize for his jeans or his boots or his deep southern roots or the fire in his eyes. Got that Mississippi mud running through his blood, and he's never been ashamed. And he ain't backing down or leaving this town till they all know his name. Whoa, yeah, 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 oh.
Thank you.
Thank y'all so much for having me.
Thank you. Hope to see you in Napa sometime soon, Will. You and
Uh,
Tiffany.
Yep, definitely will be there.
Awesome. Well, cheers. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all for having me. I had a great time.
Cheers, everyone.